different today is we've got the elite group. We're just going to look at some of the standing postures and some of the basic concepts from each one in tent boxing. So just have your feet shoulder width apart. I might change the camera again, but I think we need a bigger picture. So just feel the ground under the feet and just lengthen through the spine, relax the shoulders. Just feel the head float, and as the head floats, the hips sink back and down. The muscles, think of the muscles as sinking and the supporting bones as rising. And then just wiggle the toes. Just wiggle the toes, and then just very gently close the feet and just stretch out the toes. Oh, we've got another one. Hello. Close and open. So next week will be quite interesting. I'll possibly be somewhere up in Sheffield. I need to find out. Actually, I need to contact the person running the. I'm at a Tai Chi event, but I'm not cancelling my Friday classes. Close, open, close. Okay, and then just come forwards and back. Relax around the knee as well. So you want your knees relaxed as well as the hips, and sinking the hips. And there's sort of downward feeling here and a floating feeling up here. And your chin, you want your chin correctly positioned. So we're just rocking forwards and back. Now relax around the ankles as well. And then transfer the weight. So yeah, they've got building next door, so it's fine. When you hear a noise, check your posture. So we should all have expert posture. Notice the breath. Okay, we'll come back to that one. Now we combine the forwards and back with the side to side, and we get the round and round. So you go heel, heel, ball of the foot, ball of the foot, and we're going round in a circle. Just show you that from there. So notice the alignment through the body. So we're looking at structure today, structure and structural alignment. And again, tune into that quiet place. So you're moving from stillness, you're finding the stillness within the movement. And we're all breathing, very nice. Okay, now go around in the other direction, very nice. And we're just, while we're doing these relatively straightforward, more straightforward moves, use it as an opportunity to really fill your space and feel comfortable. So we're breathing Okay, now figure 8. So you go from the heel to the big toe, to the heel, to the big toe. And while you're doing that and focusing on the feet, pay attention to your vertical alignment. Pay attention to the muscles, are nice and soft, especially around the face. You want to relax around your face, get that all nice and relaxed. Notice the breath as it comes in. Notice the breath as it comes out. Find that still, quiet place within the movement. Again, we're watching our knees. We want to make sure the knees are in line with the toes. Sorry I'm not in my shorts this morning. I was feeling a bit like cold. I was like, no. Yes, relax, very good. Okay, now do figure 8 in the other direction. So you start from the little toe to the heel, little toe, heel, little toe, heel. Notice what you're sensing. So I'll relax the lower back. Relax around your Ming Men area. Okay, relax them all around the lower back and around the hips. Okay, now just allow yourselves to rest in the middle. And again, the hips go back and down. So like you're perched on a high chair, you're about to sit down, and then the head floats up. And you just want to... So you're kind of opening the back. You're opening your back and relaxing the front. The head floats, the hips sink. Okay, right now, tune into that area just in front of the heel and just behind the ball of the foot, that round space in the foot. Draw your toes in slightly and just tune into that space between the ball of the foot and the heel in the foot. Okay, let's go forward and back. So you're going forward to just behind the ball of the foot, to just in front of the heel of the foot, and you're just oscillating between those 2 points and noticing what it's doing. 1, to your feet, and then 2, how it affects the rest of your system. So sink your hips, use your legs, Okay, and then we just transfer the weight, but a little less. We're just very subtly transferring the weight between that hollow of one foot to the hollow of the other. Check your feet, the alignment, if you need to, and then make small adjustments. Okay, now do a circle, but we're just looking at the inside of the foot. So the circle is much smaller than what we was doing earlier. Much smaller. So you're tuning into that inside of the foot. Okay, now go in the other direction. So this exercise that we're doing right now, I probably spent well over an hour doing it with Corel. And when we stopped, I could really feel like I'd worked my legs, like I'd been to the gym or something. I also noticed that my posture felt good. But for the entire day, so we did this maybe at 10:30 in the morning and then stopped for tea, little mini tea break, water break. And for the rest of the day, right up until, in fact, after I'd got home that evening from Reading, I could totally feel my feet. I could really feel my feet, and it felt wonderful, actually. It was like I'd never noticed my feet before. So you want to tune into that. Tune into the sensation of contact when you're doing these much smaller areas to focus on. Okay, now we do figure 8. So we're looking at small movements. And we'll be focusing on the first third of the form today, because we're looking at things. We're looking at structure. I've been thinking about structure and connection. I got interviewed by the radio. 105. I've really hit the big time now, and it was a show they got about interesting women. So I don't know how they got me there, but there you go. But and then we go in the other direction, and they asked me a question about improvised music. What's improvised music about? And then actually it's quite similar to Tai Chi, and I said it's about connection. So, but that just could be because that's where my Tai Chi practice is at the moment. About maybe 2 years ago, Eva was saying, feel the connection through your body, or it might have been Carell, one of the Kascubas. And I was like, wow, that's interesting. And I'm yeah. So you're feeling your natural connection. So by doing these on the surface, terminably dull movements, you can really tune into your connection if you just kind of go, okay, come on, this is what we do. Okay, then doodle. So you can do any of the movements we did. We did the big movements where we did the gross movements and the fine-tuning movements. You can oscillate between those two and just randomly place your weight somewhere in your feet, and move it around. So this is doodling. This is a much more speeded up version of what I did with the Kascubas in that day seminar, because obviously we haven't got 7 hours, we've only got 1 hour. So this is like a highlights. So you can practice it at home. You know, you might be at the bus stop, you might be waiting for the train, you might be waiting for the plumber again, and you're kind of wet, and they could come any time between 8 in the morning and 2, and then you have to make sure you've got enough tea and stuff in preparation, and there's sugar, and they've still not come yet. So you do this exercise, and then you'll have super duper balance because you'll be very, very aligned. You're tuning into your alignment. And then we just, nice. Okay, let's just do this one, but do it slow. Do it very slow. In fact, place your hand on your lower dantian, place your hand on your lower back, and we're just going to very gently turn. Like a weather vane, in a very almost imperceptible gentle breeze. Okay, practice your sleepy tiger eyes. Like when you're at the folk festival and you're just looking over to see if the bar is open or not from across a field. You just... There you go. And we're breathing. Very nice. Okay, relax around your knees more. Relax your arms more. So the arms that are doing the feeling of your torso turning, you need to just relax. We're breathing. Okay, now try that the other side. So we put this one here, put this one here. We just. So I stole this from Mike. He's been doing this one. But I got this one originally from Evika Scuba. So she was using this as a method to feel your breathing. So she was getting us to breathe into our hands. Nice. Very nice. Okay. So keeping that sense of noticing things. Okay, let's just do this. Just breathe in. Breathe out. Extend the fingers. Just show you that from the diagonal. Extend the fingers, and you're remembering your seated position. Breathing in. Breathe out. Let go. Let go between the shoulder blades. Let go down the arm muscles. Practicing our sleepy tiger eyes. 2, 3, and 4. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Letting go between the shoulder blades, letting go down the arm muscles, just feeling the space in the body. 2, 3, and 4. Let go, letting go between the shoulder blades, letting go down the arm muscles. Letting go. So really feel that the soft tissues are relaxing and sinking and softening, and your bones, your supporting bones, are rising up, or there's this upward feeling in the bones that are holding you up. Breathing in. Breathe out, extend. Breathe in. Breathe out, sink down and let go. Head floating, hips sinking back and down, good solid connection with the ground and the feet. Rise up. So the arms are floating, so that's one of Carell's favourite things, getting the arms just to float. Nice and relaxed. One, 2, 3, 4. Let go. Let go between the shoulder blades, let go down the arm muscles. Arms floating. Okay. Open, close. Wrists open, fingers follow. Wrist close, fingers close. Again, we're tuning into the connections through the body. So you're leading with your wrists. So think of the wrists as opening, the fingers following. You want to relax your hands as much as you can. Elbows, wrists, fingers open. So it gets a little bit bigger. Elbows, wrist, fingers closed. Again, this is another one you can do well over an hour on. Breathe in as you open. Breathe out as you close. Relax your arms, shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers open. Shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers closed. So think of a soft, gentle opening, gentle closing. Okay, relax the muscles around the face, feel the head float up. Soften the knees more. You want to make sure your knees are soft and springy feeling. Tall through the spine. So the head floats as the hips sink. Chest, shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers open. Chest, shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers close. And then go into the feet as you close. Go towards the toes as you open. Show that from the side. So go forwards as we open, back as we close. And then rise to shoulder height, open, close, open, close, open, close. Soften the palms of the hands, feel it right to the ends of the fingers. And then up to head height, or just past head height maybe. Close. One more time. And then back to the lower version. Each one is smaller. Just let the arms relax. Stand in Wu Chi for a moment, just breathing in and out. So you've got this nice round shape through the arms. You're sinking your hips, you're lengthening through the spine. Just allow your weight to settle just behind the ball of each foot so you can really feel the feet. And then very gently go into Cheng Bao. So you're going to have have, because these are health postures, you can have your eyes shut if it helps, or you can have your eyes kind of half open. They have them fully open, closed, or half open for the health. Carell was saying one of the instructors of his has his eyes open with all the stances, because they reckons they're all combat stances. But with the eyes shut, you can really tune into your internal connections. And really into the relaxation. But then every now and then just open your eyes and just check. Do a nice round shape in the hands. Imagine you've got a tree that your arms are embracing, and you can feel the bark of the tree inside your arms and hands. So you're feeling the surface of the tree, and also between your legs and your front. And what you want to do is you're gently dislodging the tree, so you're doing micro movements forwards and back. Side to side, turning left, turning right. And as you're doing these micro movements, with a micro movement, then you'll feel the tree. So say you're turning to your right, you'll feel the tree more on the left side. It will press into the left side more. As you turn to the left, the tree will be pushing into the right side more. As you push forward, you feel the tree more on your front of your body. As you pull back, you feel the tree more on your hands and forearms. So forward, back, left, right, side to side. So you've got the lateral and you've got the turning. Really small movements. So small, I shouldn't even be able to see them, but you can feel the movement. So it's like we're doing this thing in each one, in tent boxing. We practice this thing called almost movement. Almost movement. So like when you're just about to do something, your body starts to move in preparation before the movement. It's called almost movement. Exciting, huh? Okay, now you're inside a hollow tree. So I'm just whizzing through these. They normally take a lot longer. And you can feel the inside of the bark of the tree on the outside of your body. And what you're doing, by doing the movements, you're making little micro fractures along this hollow tree. So you're going forward and back, side to side. You're expanding out into the tree. This will be thrilling for the people watching the video, I know. Okay, relax your thumbs more and feel the space. So this isn't a martial thing because you've got all these gaps here. But you're inside the hollow tree, bursting through the tree. We'll leave the ant and the giant image. Okay, and then just normal. Okay. Right, so you can then apply those mind exercises to all the different health stances, but let's change health stance to Tuo Bao. So a nice round shape, like this. You're sinking. Oh. It's very, so looking at the structure This is good. The standing exercises, maybe 5 minutes. You want to hold each one for 5 minutes. We won't be today because otherwise we'll just run out of time. Well, we are kind of running out of time. Relax the hands more. Tall through the body. Sink the hips. You want to really, especially those of you on the Zoom, you can check your posture by looking at your picture. You can check your posture by looking at your picture, so we just do that. Okay, Fuan. I think this is Fuan. It might be Fubao. I think it's Fuan because you're pushing down and you're sinking. You're sinking. You're nice and tall. So it's like this one is you're pressing down on an inflatable ball that is floating on the water, and you can feel the inside of your arms on the outside of the ball, and as you're pressing the ball down, but the ball is pushing up. The ball is pushing up. And again, check your feet. So your weight is just behind the ball of each foot. Okay, Tui Tour, this is this one, you come in like that, and it's like you're a big wave that's about to crash down. We're sinking, and you want your shoulders sitting nicely in the shoulder in the sockets. So you're sitting down, sinking. And then Gorgwa. So I'll just show you that the hands is like this. So you've got the thumb, the fingers pointing that way, and the little finger hooks down. Gorgwa, hanging hook. And this is like pulling in. So there's a little bang. It's one of those. Yeah. And you're pulling in and sinking. So it's the opposite of this. You're pulling in. It's quite dynamic, and everything else is relaxed. These are all relaxed, and this is quite unusual to have the wrist out of line. Normally we keep the wrist in line, but for this particular one, because you're doing this move, which is like a deflection move, usually before you whack or throw somebody. Yeah. Okay, next. You press down, so it's like that one, but further down. doing for, oh gosh, right. Right, we started really late, so I'm gonna make sure everybody gets their hour. So we've actually got another, at least, we've got 6 minutes to go. Okay, and then standing in the stream. Now this one I actually learned off the telly and off of a book. So Master Lam Chuan did this thing called Stand Still and Be Fit. I think it was Channel 4, like in the early 80s, and I watched it. It's up there on the internet, on the YouTube, and this was one of his postures. I don't know the Chinese name for it. I just know it as standing in a stream. So you're like this, and the hands are in front, and you're pressing down. And it's like you've got, like, maybe there's a football. You've got a football under each hand on the water, and you're keeping the footballs down. This one, if you're feeling a bit low in energy, go find some trees and stand near a tree and do this, and you feel much better. Could just be because there's trees and the birds are singing or whatever, but it's a really nice one. And then back to Wu Chi, which we did right at the beginning. So what we're going to do is the first third of the form, but really, really slow. So I'm going to go over here. So get yourself ready to go through the form. Yeah, see, if I'd worn shorts, you'd have been able to see my legs. Never mind. Breathing in and out. Breathe in. Breathe out and begin. Just let the arms float up really slow. And we're just going to hold this posture here. Now we're going to bring in the hands and hold the posture here. So nice and tall. Just for a few seconds. We're not, we're not getting too... And then down, sink the hips. Hold the posture there. Okay, transfer the weight. Hold. Let the arms raise up. So we're just doing pauses. We're doing little pauses. Now you turn the back foot in. Push out. Sink into your right foot. Push out. Keep your shoulders down. We're just holding. 3, 4, 5. That'll do. We'll hold for 5. Then cat stance. Hold the ball. Get that posture established. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then step. Heel toe. Transfer the weight. Part the wild horse's mane. We're just going to hold this for a bit. Actually, we'll hold it a little longer. So sink down. Check that your knee, hand, foot, elbow, knee, shoulder, hip is all in line. Take a few breaths. Now we sink back. Turn to hold the ball. Just hold that posture here for a bit. Sink the hips, turn out. Sink forwards. Now we're going to hold here for a bit. Lengthen through the spine. Feel the hips sink. Now you pick the foot up. Step. Hold that. Now transfer the weight. So sink back and turn. Now sink forwards. Cat stance. Hold on cat stance. Tall through the spine. Okay, let's step. Transfer the weight. So we're going super duper slow motion. Actually, I'll do it from the front now so you can see. Then you turn, sink back, hold the ball. We're just being happily in that leg. Now we sink forward, turn the foot out. Then we go into cat stance. And then this time side step, heel toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Weight 50-50. Sink down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step. I'll go back a bit so you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll turn round. Okay, then you bring the hand over and then the other hand on the top. Check that posture. Let's move this way a bit so both feet are in shot almost. Brush knee. Step, heel toe and push. Brush knee, up, twist step, brush knee and push. We're running out of time. We'll just have to stop the, one more, brush knee and push. Okay, now this time spearhead. Now with spearhead we will hold. So you want to sink your hips, point the fingers, sink the hips. Look forward, so feel that posture. And then cut down. And we're just going to hold here. Actually, I'll go forwards a bit. And then up. Hold for a bit. And then down, play the peeper. And then step back and repulse the monkey. 1, 2, 3, step. 4. I think the first third was possibly a bit too ambitious. I should have just done the first move. Never mind. 1, turn. Just hold that, feel that. 2. Just have a little pause. 3, step back and out. Feel that. So what you're doing is you're tuning into your structure. That's what we're doing. We're tuning into our structure. I'll just go forwards a bit because I think I'm running out of room. 1, 2, little pause. 3, 4, and one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, have a little shake out. How are we doing? For fun, let's do Park the Wild Horse's Mane as a walking exercise, but faster, just to see what it feels like. Now we've been looking at structure all class. We'll just do a few rounds of Park the Wild Horse's Mane and see how we get on. So we just go at a nice kind of moderate flowing pace. So we're just doing this and see how it feels. It should feel better because it's nice to move around. Just do a few rounds. And then when you get to the end, turn round and do a few more rounds just to kind of feel what it's like we had a longer class, we'd have been able to really go to town on the holding and the pausing and stuff, and checking the posture. But you should all feel a bit taller now. Marvellous. How exciting. Okay, let's just do that one. We didn't actually do this one, so let's do this now. You should feel a bit... I mean, I tend to start pretty much every single one of my classes with loosening, but sometimes I don't, so... So that was using concepts from Chuan in tent boxing, so giving images to work with, and then by changing the image, you get different physical manifestations or physical sensations that you experience, and possibly from an outside observer the move looks different slightly if they, you know, if they've been doing it long enough and know what they're looking at. You can, I've noticed in classes by changing the image it looks different. Quite interesting stuff. So this was definitely an advanced class. Okay, so triple heater and then embrace tiger. 1, 2, 3, San Jiao, triple heater. First round, second round, 1, 2, 3. And then one more round, 1, 2, and 3. Nice and tall. Embrace the tiger. Return to the mountain. And then we'd better look super young this morning. Rub your hands together and polish the face. Very good. And rub the hands together again and give the lower back a rub. And then check your posture. So really feel this alignment. So I've been working on structure. So you want to keep working on it, even right at the, you know, dregs of the class. So here we go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Notice what you are sensing. Breathe out. Keep breathing. Make a fist with your right hand. Put your left hand over the top. Bring your feet together and bow. Whew. Cool. That was hard work on the brain, that class, wasn't it? Excellent. Right, I'll just stop the recording and then we'll have a chat. Yeah, well done.